Hi guys, today in this video we are going to learn to find missing angles in a right triangle. We're going to still be using sine, cosine, and tangent. So let's remind ourselves we have SOHCAHTOA. So sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent, TOA, is opposite over adjacent. So we're still going to set these up the same way. So here I have the reference angle, the one with the question mark in it. That's the one we're looking for. So the missing thing today is our angle. I have here the adjacent side, which is 13, and I have the hypotenuse, which is 18. So I would use cosine here because I have adjacent and hypotenuse. So I'm going to write down the cosine of my angle, which I don't know what it is, so I'll call it x. You can call it anything you want. It's just some kind of variable to show that that's what we're looking for. So cosine of x is equal to the adjacent side. I almost said opposite, but it's the adjacent side over the hypotenuse. So cosine of x is 13 over 18. Now I talked about briefly that our inverse functions are what undo cosine, sine, and tangent. So in order to undo cosine of x, I'm going to have to take the cos inverse of the cosine of x. If I do that, those are going to cancel out. But if I do something to one side, I need to do it to the other. So this gives me x equals cos inverse of 13 over 18. Here we go. So you may not have a calculator that does cosine inverse at your house. If that's the case, there is an app called Calculator Plus, and this Calculator, that's a U, Calculator Plus app. If you download this on your phone, it's a scientific calculator that you can use to do these. The way that you will find sine, cosine, tangent, and then cosine inverse, sine inverse, and tangent inverse is just by hitting the second key and it will bring them up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use my calculator here. I'm going to do cos inverse of 13 over 18. Remember, we need to be in degree mode to get the correct answer here. And this is equal to 43.76 degrees. This asks me to round to the nearest degree, so I'm going to round that up to 44 degrees. Okay, so let's try another one here. Let's see if we can try another one here. There we go. So we're looking for this angle here. And again, this is opposite. And this is the adjacent side. So I'm using cosine again on this one. So the cosine of angle x is equal to 11 over 20. So take the cos inverse of both sides, and x will equal the cos inverse of 11 over 20. And then just let your calculator do the rest of the work for you. Plug in cos inverse 11 over 20, and you should get 56.6. So we're going to round this off to, we'll do these little squiggles. That means approximately 57 degrees. All right, let's just try a couple more here and just make sure that we can do this. Let me, here, I'm having trouble with my computer here. Okay, that's another cosine, so we won't do that one. Let's see, are they all cosine? Oh, that one was not. Okay, so on this one, we have the adjacent side, and we also have the opposite side. So the function that uses opposite and adjacent is tangent. So I will do tan of x equals opposite over adjacent, so it would be 25 over 15, which means the tan inverse This marker is the worst. So tan inverse of x, no, of 25 over 15 is x. Excuse me. Okay, so what is tan inverse? Let's see. So tan inverse of 25 over 15 is equal to 59.0, so we will round this off to 59 degrees. Okay, as you're going through the video, it might be a good idea to pause and try some of the examples before I do it, and then you can see if you're doing them correctly. Let's see, I'm just going to look for a good one here. These are all the same. Okay, that's all right. We'll just do this one. So we have a missing angle here. We're going to set up our ratio here. This is the adjacent side. Frustrating. Here's the adjacent side. Here is the hypotenuse. So because, again, this is using adjacent on hypotenuse, we're going to be using cosine. So cos of x equals the adjacent side, which is 21, over the hypotenuse, which is 30. Take the cos inverse of both sides to cancel out the cosine. So in your calculator, you're putting cos inverse of 21 over 30. And let me put that in my calculator quickly. So 21 over 30 is equal to 45.57. So we're going to round this off to 46 degrees. That does not look like 46. All right, so if you have any questions, just let me know. You can always hop on to Zoom today if you need to for this. And if you need any help with the calculator or anything, let me know. If you want to, I guess, log on to get questions, it needs to be any time during the second half of any of the hours today. And that will make sure you're not interrupting another class. If you don't have the worksheet, if you didn't get it from me, then you can print it. Or if you don't have a printer, you are welcome to just pull it up on your screen and then write down your work on a piece of paper. Just make sure you number them so I can tell what's what. And you can also email me with any questions, and I hope you have a great day.